inside here, make everything comfy, and we're ready.
During the train ride, every screen in the city had been playing news reports about the Liberators' announcement. They were the first violent domestic terror group with a political motive in recent Garian history. But there was something else that struck me about them. This wasn't the usual MO of a conservative group trying to maintain the status quo. It felt much more like revolutionaries hoping to effect change by resorting to drastic measures.
Okay. Oh, another thing. I checked the saves. Basically, when you start the game up, it tells you how your percentage of the game that you have finished. I said before last week that I was getting end game vibes, but it said 49%, so I don't know if that is like, you know, branching paths or whatever, but that's what it said. Oh yeah, I'm getting my steps in. My guy is in very good shape. Very good shape. What do I need? I don't need to do investigation mode. Outline mode's kind of useful. Yeah. Nomus News. Nomus News. Find ad spot. Okay. Let's find ad spot. Come on, ad spot. You know, you're never this hard to find. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Arrow. Whoa. And he seems pretty nervous about his boss. Hey, Conrad, this is Officer Wong, my colleague, Neil Conrad. Thank you for filling me in, officer. We'll take it from here. Conrad, the security guard who called the police is still inside. Let's go talk to him. He works for a security firm named Cox that was contracted by AdSpot to monitor their offices at night. Oh my god, I played through this. But then again, there are no safe spots. Okay. That's okay. I already informed CEO Albert Cox about the intrusion. Or rather, his secretary. She told me that he's been at a business meal since 1730. Okay, so that's apparently important. 1730, that is 5:30? 5? Yeah, 5:30. But she said she's asked him to return to the office for questioning soon. First, let's hear what the guard has to say. I'm not panicking, but you're being careless. I want you to promise me you're going to stay home today, okay? Oh, officers are here. I'll call you back later. Good evening, Mr. Brown. We need to ask you a few questions. Officers, I really don't understand how it happened. I was just getting a coffee in here, and then... I mean, I can't have an eye on all the rooms at the same time, right? It wasn't my fault. Calm down, sir. We're not accusing you of anything. My boss won't be happy at all when he hears about this. Could you tell us what happened from the start? The broadcast began around 1800. Where were you at that time? Okay, so 1800. That means that 30 minutes after the boss was at dinner, I think. Did it say he was at a cafe? That the broadcast started. So I don't know if that's insinuating that he might be a suspect, but we'll see. As I said, I left my post at the front desk for a short break and I was having a coffee in here. I heard the sound of shattering glass and I ran looking for the noise. When I arrived in the server room, I saw the broken window and the video playing on screen. I stopped the broadcast as quickly as I could. It all just took a few seconds. Hold on. They managed to climb in, log into the computer, start that video within a few seconds. Seems that way. Did you see anyone when you entered the server room? No, it was empty. I went to look outside. Important. But they were already gone. So, to be clear, the video could have only played for a few seconds? No more than 10. And if you stop it here, it immediately stops everywhere. Yeah, the screens across the city just mirror the ones in here. Look, my boss will say it's all my fault, but I swear to you, Okay, thank you. That's all for now. Conrad, I'm sending a sheet to your cell. Have a look around and see if you can find out who started that broadcast. All right. We're getting back into the swing of things with a nice investigation. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything else you want to know? About tonight. Did you leave the building at any time? Only one time, when I went looking for the intruder, and I came right back. Did anyone enter the building except for you? Just me and whoever started the broadcast. Can I go home soon? My wife's a Savient, and after that video today, I'm afraid you're going to have to stay a little longer and help us find the people behind all this. I'd feel better if I was with her. Called her earlier and told her to stay home, but she wouldn't listen. I see. Anything else you want to know? What's your relationship with your boss? Honestly, I can't say that he likes me. I think he's been looking for a reason to fire me for a while. I think I only got the job because one of his top men vouched for me. I see. Yeah, left the building. That's a little sus. That's all for now. But also, it seems like he's being pretty genuine about the relationship with his boss. I mean, I think the boss might be more sus, actually. But we haven't talked to him yet, so there's no way to tell. Okay, let's, what's this here? Come on now. Oh, right, let's check this sheet. One missed messages. Dating elite. What has this man been doing? What has Neil been doing in his free time? A new message is waiting for you on Dating Elite. Make sure to check it soon. The Dating Elite team. Okay. Do I... What? I just checked Dating Elite? Whatever. Okay, the broadcast. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out who started the broadcast. Alright. Let's see here. Come on. Yeah. Oh! That's the thingy. Hey, Saito, could you do me a favor? Of course, shoot! There's a presence sensor at the entrance of the AdSpot server room. Any chance you could pull its data from around the time the broadcast was started? Give me a sec, I'll check. I got access, but the sensor doesn't store any names. However, I could provide you with a list of every time someone passed through that door around 18 o'clock. Great, that would be helpful. Alright, sending it to you now. Remember, that sensor reacts every time someone uses the door, no matter if they're going in or out. Gotcha. Talk to you later. Alright. That'll be interesting to check out, I guess. Alright, here we go. So, list of presence detector entries. Okay, so entries, one at 1756. Okay, that's weird, because there has to be an in and an out. So there, every time someone comes in, you would expect that there should be another one of them going out. So, I'm guessing that this one right here, 1756, is a person going out. And then there's a person at 1801 and then 1802. That could be Mr. Brown. Going in, checking for the guy, and then coming out after a minute. Which I think corroborates the story. Okay. Anyway, is there anything else that I'm missing? No? Okay, I've got everything. Alright, let's investigate. Alright. This must be the computer they used to broadcast the video. Yeah, probably so. Shouldn't I look at it more? Maybe not. Okay. Looks like someone smashed the server room window. Oh, okay, so this is the crime scene. Oh, I got it. I got it. I am SMRT. Smart. Alright, so that's what we know of that. Is that it? Is it? That can't be it. Oh, maybe I can talk to the guy about... Yeah. Alright. Oh, perhaps I can go up here. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Okay. They're the mall cops. Ah, there we go. Hey, Way. How you doing? Ah, yes. Very fashionably late. That's okay. Glad to have you on board. So let's see. We are in an ad spot. Just to recount for you, Wei. We are in another investigation. Someone has taken over the airwaves and made sort of a kind of like a hacker activist, a hacktivist kind of thing where they take over the airwaves and say what they want, and then they cut it off. And we are here at the TV station trying to figure out what happened. So that is about as good of an explanation as I can think of. In any case, let's see here. This is an AFIS A420 door card scanner. People are logged in every time they pass through the door. This model doesn't distinguish between people entering or leaving the building. However, I'm going to guess that if you get two, that one, the first one's going to be entering and the second one's going to be leaving, obviously. So, we got the Parisi cleaning services. That's not important. Jim Chen, he left at 6 o'clock. That is important because he was said to have been at the cafe at wait a second, that makes no sense. Okay, maybe Jim Chen left at CEO ad spot at 6, and then yeah, that makes more sense. Alright, so Jim Chen then enters at 16:55. What? Okay, no. So I guess Jim Chen might have entered at 6 o'clock and then left at 16:55. Gone to the cafe at 17:30, and then at 18, this all goes down. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess let's talk to our guy again. It would be cool if we could hold the door open. It'd be realistic. Alright, let's see. I do think we need to talk to Brown again. Okay, Mr. Brown. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything else you want to know about those door cards? I saw that you use a door card to enter and exit the building. Yeah, Cox Security has 2 door cards for AdSpot. This one and another one in the locker at our office. Only our boss, me, and the other guard assigned to AdSpot can open it. They're not personalized or anything. We just grab one at HQ before we come here. Who is the other guard? His name's James Moore. He's been working for the boss for a long time. We alternate shifts here at Ad Spot. Today's my turn. Today's my turn. Yeah. I see. That's all for now. Okay. Huh. Well, I doubt that it's this guy. He's not giving off vibes of being guilty. Plus, I feel like if someone who has been involved with this would have made a getaway of some sort. But I could be very wrong. So let's see if we can find out some other stuff. Alright. Hey you. No, I didn't find anything. Okay, so there's glass. Investigation mode. Okay, yes. Somebody smashed the server window. Yeah, but can we... Okay. So, all right. Interesting. I see. So I can investigate this probably. All right, good. There's a lot more glass lying outside than inside. Okay, so that... Oh. So that means someone probably came in from the building and then... So that they didn't break in, they broke out. That's what happened. They broke out. Dun dun dun. Okay. Well, that is important. And I need to confront Brown with that information. What is there anything here? I don't think there's anything here. All right, with that in mind, let's see. Okay, yeah, okay. With that in mind, let's see what he said again. With the break-in. So he says the broadcast began around 18 o'clock. So he was having a coffee, heard the sound of shattering glass, and ran looking for the noise. When he arrived in the server room, he saw the broken window. And it took a few seconds. Nope, it looks like someone was already in the building, logged onto the computer, and started that video. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking that perhaps the CEO could have started this and then left and then gone to the cafe. But he was at the cafe later? Well, let's see the important text here. I went to take a look outside, but they were already gone. So to be clear, the video could have only played for a few seconds, no more than 10. And if you stop it here, this stuff's everywhere. Okay. Alright. No more than 10 seconds. I went to look outside. They were already gone. Interesting. Alright. Cox Security has 2 door cards for AdSpot. And these door cards were definitely used at one point to come in. This one and another one in the locker at our office. Only our boss, me, and another guard. They're not personalized or anything. We can just grab one in HQ. Who's the other guard? His name is James Moore. We're the boss for a long time. Okay. This is kind of tough. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let's try to find out what's going on here. Will Brown say anything else now? Somehow I doubt it. Yeah, dang it. Is there anything else? He said that there... Why can't... There has to be another place I can go to at AdSpot. This is literally all that's there. Okay. Well... Okay. So, entries in the room. You got one at 1756. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because whoever came in at 1756 did this. Brown, I think, is in the clear. This is him coming in, and this is him coming out. Okay, so I don't think it's Brown at all. Okay, let's see. Alright. Alright. It would be great if we could, like, take some fingerprints or something. No, I just gotta go with my gut. Alright. Wait, didn't I have an email that, or not an email, but I had something else that was given to me. Yeah, it had to have been. You know what? I really don't think it's the CEO either. It had to be the third guy. I was worried that that was too easy, but sorry. I think I'm thinking too much, and thinking is boring. I should not be thinking. Hold on, let me get my phone back to chat mode so I can see what everybody's saying. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna finish the sheet. The sheet is, I am absolutely sure. Wait, Moore, Chen, Brown, Cox. It's Moore. Moore is the second guy. Yeah, submit. Okay. I took a look at the broken window. There's a lot more glass lying outside than inside. I'm pretty sure that it was smashed from the inside, not the outside. You're saying they broke the window to get out, not in? Exactly. I think that whoever started the broadcast walked in through the front door, played the video, smashed the window, climbed through it, ran away. Why break the window at all then? Probably to conceal the real way they got in. If our perp entered through the front door, they must possess an ad spot door card. That leaves us with a limited circle of suspects. Apart from the employees of AdSpot, 3 people from Cox Security have access to door cards as well. Cox himself, Brown, and his colleague, Moore. Moore works here as well. He and Brown take turns surveilling the facility. Any idea which of them started the video? Yeah. Someone with a Cox security door card entered the building at 17:55, shortly before the broadcast began. It can't have been Brown. He passed by the door 3 times since he arrived, which places him inside. Couldn't he have climbed back in through the broken window to avoid the scanner at the door? No. That's evident from the data at the server room door. Saito pulled it for me. There's another scanner there. Only 2 other people have access to Cox's door cards. James Moore and their boss. Cox has been at a business meal since 1730, so Moore is the only suspect left. Good work, Conrad. I'll send a unit to arrest him immediately. You and I should pay his boss a visit and see what he has to say. Should be back at his office by now. I'll send you Cox's address. Get to the train. I'll meet you there. Yeah, it's a nice chilling. It's like a crime drama. We're just chilling, solving crimes, chilling, having a beer. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm kind of relaxing too. I'm calling this a 6th stream. I might be a little slower than usual, but I just want to make sure that it's enjoyable for you guys and enjoyable all around. So for me too. So please do tell me if I'm getting to be a little bit too speculative, and I will try to up the action. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hey, Saito. Neil, good news. I managed to crack the cell of that businessman, Abraham Gonzalez. I found a deleted message that is extremely interesting. It seems like someone hired him to fetch the data module on Gara. And here's the kicker. The message was sent from the Mercurius network. I have absolutely no idea what this means. Oh, okay, good. He doesn't either. The what now? The Mercurius network is only accessible to really big companies. They have to be publicly traded and count more than 10,000 employees. What's more, the message was sent via a highly encrypted channel of the network. Yeah, none of us know what this means. Those are exclusively that means whoever sent this message to Gonzalez is someone high up at the big company. Who is Gonzalez? Not just high up, it practically has to be the CEO. Good job, Saito. Sounds like a solid lead. I'll forward you the message and list all the companies in the solar system that match the criteria. Oh, whoops. I'm also opening a sheet who's behind the Liberators. Oh, and one more thing. I also managed to extract a message from the sniper's cell. Looks like he sent it to the woman who stole the data from our chief. You might want to have a look at that as well. I'll forward it to your cell. Copy that. Talk to you later. Alright. One sheet, and now we're off, and we have another sheet. And we had emails. Okay, list of whoa. Whoa, okay. Okay, so Mr. Gonzalez has promised sending you more detailed instructions for your mission to Gara. Okay, okay. Alright. Zora, you probably figured out by now that I lied to you about the Williams asking me to take care of the handover. Pretty sure you're mad as hell. I'm sorry for that. Thing is, okay, so Zora, that's one of the people who was involved in the shooting. I know that. I know, right? It's like a huge list of companies. I'm pretty sure you meant. Okay, thing is, I'm trying to wrest back control of this game so that I understand what's going on. I have a bad feeling about this whole mission, and I really couldn't stand if you got hurt. We promised each other that this was the last job we would accept, and that we would get out of it all afterwards. However, over the last few days, I realized that going back to normal scares the shit out of me. I'm not like you. I'm a rebel, Dottie. What I'm trying to say is, if I don't get out of this, I want you to quit nonetheless and do what we were planning to do. I'm sure it will make you happy. Maybe not immediately, but surely after a while. If everything goes as planned, I'll be with you in no time, and I'm sure I'll find a way to get used to normal life. If it doesn't, don't look back and don't come looking for me. Boy. Okay. So what are we looking for here? The name of the company behind the Liberators is... They are based on... They belong to... And specialize in... Okay. Well... okay, so I'm going to enter the train and we're going to find out some things. And then we can investigate the whole Dow Jones space average. Come on, let me in the train. There we go. Oh, nice. Nighttime. I like nighttime. For anybody who is a frequenter of my videos, I love nighttime, and I think it adds to the environment, so I'm happier right now. Alright, let's see. Mr. Happy. Veggie buffet. Hey, Gary. Conrad, I'm having car troubles, but I'll be there soon. Car troubles, huh? Save it, Conrad. This is literally the first time you got somewhere faster than me. I'm not sure that's grammatically correct, but okay. While you're waiting, you could swing by that restaurant where Cox presumably had dinner and check his alibi. We asked for them to send over tonight's surveillance footage. They said their camera is unfortunately broken right now. Seems to be one of those locations where privacy is part of the service. The restaurant is on the layer above Cox's office and the train station. Go upstairs, take a left. You could have a chat with his wife if she's still here. Her name is Yvonne Cox. Roger that. See you in a bit. I'll give you a call when I have an ETA. Alright. Look at this. See, now this is cool. I love the I love how this looks. Like this is awesome. Okay, well, I can't see very much. Okay, let's see. Aha, we found the restaurant. Yeah, we're gonna get a dog. I'm sure this is one of those places where you can get just a nice plain dog, you know. In fact, I might just quickly stop on Grubhub right here and get a dog myself. Hold on a second. Good evening, sir. Do you have a reservation? Evening. I'd like to talk to Yvonne Cox. Is she here? I must ask, is she expecting you? Not really, no. I'm sorry, but I can only let you in as part of a reservation. Oh no, we're police. Neil Conrad, CDI. Would you please lead me to Miss Cox? Would you please follow me? Sir. And that's why it's vital that we keep negotiating with them no matter what Albert says. Miss Cox. Alright, one second. Let's see here. I'm gonna get me a spinach turnover. Very sorry for the delay. I will be with. I just gotta click place my order. Come on, get there. All right, good. All right, let's go, Mrs. Cox. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, all that talk about food. I'm sorry, I'm sick. That's my excuse. Okay, yeah, yes? Who are you? Neil Conrad, CDI. Sorry to interrupt, but I'd like to ask you a few questions. CDI? What do I have to do to deserve your attention? It's about your husband, actually. Ah, well... Excuse me, Mr. Conrad. Jacqueline Hendricks, attorney at law. Mrs. Cox is my client. You realize that she is not obligated to give you any information about it. It's okay, Jacqueline. Let's talk, Mr. Conrad. Would you mind if we stepped outside? I need some fresh air. Would you like to share a smoke? Jacqueline is a little overprotective sometimes. That's how you know a lawyer's worth their salt. Speaking of salt, I have, let's see, what is it that I ordered? Got a spinach turnover, and for later on, perhaps like for breakfast, I got an eggplant parmesan. So that'll cover me for a while. You said this was about Albert. What is it you wanted to ask me? I was wondering if you could tell me where your husband was around 6 o'clock tonight. We met here with Jacqueline around 17:30 and discussed some business decisions over dinner. I know. Every time I hear CDI, I think of that Zelda game. Oh, the CDI. You know, the CDI was not just a game console. They were trying to, like, make it a multimedia console. They had, like, games that were just sort of like pictures of flowers and stuff. Anyway. Okay, so they met with their lawyer. About half an hour ago, Albert got a phone call and excused himself. That was us. Sorry for interrupting your dinner. Did Mr. Cox act strange in any way in the last few days? I have no idea. The last time I saw him before tonight, must have been 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. I watched the whole walkthrough of that game, and let me tell you, it looks like probably the hardest game to play just because of sheer terrible programming. Albert and I don't live together anymore. We have all but separated. You're getting a divorce? Maybe. It'd be very complicated for our businesses. I see. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for taking the time. Gary, what's up? I'll be there in 10 minutes. What about you? Did you talk to the wife? Yeah, she corroborates his alibi. Do you believe her? I didn't have the impression she'd lie to protect him. Their marriage is apparently more of a pragmatic arrangement at this point. I see. Listen, I got bad news. Moore's not home. He's on a holiday, according to his wife. She said he went to Manami Tree Resort. We're currently trying to confirm this and get a hold of him. Why don't you go talk to Moore's wife? See if you buy that story. Saito says that you're very close by. Move up a layer or two and make a right to leave the market. You should find her apartment there. Come back down to Cox's office when you're done. It's right near the train station. I'll be there in 10. Alright.
On my way up to Moore's apartment, I walked through aromatic clouds of fried rice, fish, and mystery meat. I'd been down to Paloon Market once before.
Oh, you're watching on a Philips
TV?
TV?
To see that none of the platforms had collapsed in the years since.
The Philips
People
TV
were
should
still
like
selling
shut
the
down
same
on you.
junk, some of it probably stolen halfway across the planet.
In revolt to you bad-mouthing its product. Alright, let's see here. Is that a news thing? No. Alright. Here we go. Brain gain. Anybody home? Who's there? I love this. It feels like just saying Agent Neil Conrad CDI is just a master key. It's like a skeleton key. I already talked to your colleagues. I know. I'm sorry to bother you once more. You said that your husband went on a vacation. Is that correct? Why don't you come in? Can I see your badge? Of course. James went to Manami Tree Resort. His flight left last night after work. Is there a way to contact him? He left his cell here because he wanted some peace and quiet. What exactly do you want from him? Hope he's not in trouble. Why would you say that? Does he get in trouble a lot? And who the heck leaves their cell phone on vacation? No, not lately. Why wouldn't everyone be worried about the CDI knocking on their door, begging someone to play them? begging anyone to play a terrible Zelda remake. Not lately. Does your husband have a criminal record? He made some mistakes years ago, and he did his time for it. What did he do? His boss asked him to make a delivery of illegal substances. James got caught, and his boss said he knew nothing about it. I wonder what the Grubhub person is going to think when he or she hears me doing weird voices. Not that it matters, but just sort of crossed my mind. Let's see. Who was his boss at the time? Not Mr. Cox, I suppose. Oh, it was Cox, all right. James was in prison for almost a year, and he went right back to working for him. He didn't hold a grudge at all? Let's say he didn't have much of a choice. It's hard enough finding a job nowadays, even more so with a criminal record. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. That's all for now. If your husband gets in touch, tell him to contact me. Here's my cell info. Do you mind if I have a quick look around? Look around? Why not? But please don't make a mess. Alright. So it looks more like this guy Cox is culpable. And Moore is just sort of the errand boy. And then, of course, there's that life-size CDI. Alright, let's see. A single plate in the sink. It looks like she had dinner alone. Okay, so she's not lying. Whoa. What's that? 2 missed news. Whoa, text block. This reminds me of one of my own messages. Okay, negotiations. Hope scandal, mining, something about nothing. Okay, this is more my size. Last week, a delivery van belonging to the company Cox Security was stopped as part of routine traffic control. The police found an undisclosed amount of mind-altering substances stowed away under the loading area and arrested the driver on the spot, which was probably more. Right? Facing charges of drug trafficking, the CEO of Cox Security has denied any involvement, claimed the driver was acting of his own accord. If the driver admits fault, he is looking at up to 1 year in prison. Yeah, that's what she sent me. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Anything else? 2 news articles the Moors hung up on the wall. I downloaded them to my cell. Oxydenol, a highly addictive substance used in lung disease treatment. Okay. Am I really gonna have to read that big old blocky? I don't want to do it. Let me just. Something about Milix mining, harmful gases, hope, expensive, something, whatever. It's way too big. Okay. Is that really it? Okay, ma'am. You won't have to worry about me making a mess. Oh, okay. Excuse me, Mrs. Moore, I have another question. Why did you frame those 2 news articles? They're important to James and me. They remind us of things we shouldn't forget. What things? I'm sorry, that's really private. I'm going to ask you to leave now. I'm tired and I need some rest. I see. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Now that, I go to Cox Security. Okay, that's pretty close by. Conrad, how'd it go with Moore's wife? Well, she doesn't seem to know what her husband is up to. I took a look around the place, though. Good. We need all the information we can get. I'm almost at Cox's building. Meet you there.
Oftentimes in our investigations, the obvious solution would turn out to be the right one. People usually acted in accordance with their interests and their emotions. Whoever we first thought did it, they often turned out to have done it. With Moore and everyone else we had met so far, it always felt that we were at least one step removed from the truth. Nothing about this case was obvious.
Yeah, this case is pretty shady. Go to Cox Security. Okay, where's Cox Security? Come on, Cox Security. Nope. How'd I get there so easily? Come on. Cox Security. Alright. This is the restaurant. Cox Security. Cox Security. There we go. Hey, Gary. Conrad, we need to go up here. Cox has probably been waiting for us for a while. What's with the shabby building? I thought this was a big company. This is just one of their bases of operation, apparently. Listen, Conrad, I got a call from the AG. She ordered us to arrest Cox. What? From the AG herself? What? I thought we were just going to question him. Did you tell the AG that we don't suspect Cox of starting the broadcast? I did, but there's been a change of plans. Why does she want us to arrest him? She said that we have a strong reason to believe that he is part of the Liberators. Did she bother telling you what she is basing that on? No. No? We don't have time to waste here, Conrad. Let's go get him. Do you want to do the talking? I'll see if I'll have a look around in the meantime. Sure. I don't think he's going to give us trouble, but keep on your toes. He's big in the security business after all. Doorbell, very low tech. I'm not controlling any of this. Good evening, Mr. Cox. I'm Agent Long, and this is my partner, Agent Conrad. Good evening. I'm sorry I don't have more chairs in here. We'll stand. I heard there was a break-in in Mr. Brown's watch. I didn't expect this kind of slip-up from him. I apologize. Well, you know what? I'm going to stop that voice. This reminds me of Betty from, what's that movie? Kung Pao. We're not here for him, actually, Mr. Cox. You are under arrest. You are suspected of providing support for an interplanetary conspiracy. I see. Whoa! Gary! Shit, Gary! Put down that gun immediately. Get out of my way. You just shot at a CDI agent. It's over, Mr. Cox. Oh, please don't overestimate your power. What about your wife? You just leave her behind? I don't care about my wife. She'd be thrilled if I disappeared. Get out of my way or I'll make you. You still care about your wife. Come on, I know you still care about your wife. I don't give a shit about that bitch. You had your chance. Oh no, he didn't give a shit about the wife. Hold on. Hold on. That was kind of obvious that he didn't give a shit about the wife. 1 second. 1 second. Gary! Okay. 1 second. We're back. We're back, fellas. Hopefully we can redo that one. Okay. All right. Here we go. Digital Tales. Simple Entertainment. Yep. The CEO, 54%. Play. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Conrad, we need to go up there. Cox already been waiting for us for a while. Yeah, okay, we can skip this. That makes me think of that one vault in Fallout 3 filled with all the duplicates of the same guy named Gary, who would keep saying the name as they attacked you. I remember that. Good evening, Mr. Cox. I'm Agent Long. Okay, whatever. Alright. Uh-oh. Fire at Cox. It's over, Mr. Cox. You just shot at a CDI agent. It's over, Mr. Cox. Oh, please don't. Shooting at an agent starts an alarm. They're already locking down the area. No, you're bluffing. I'm not. This is your last chance to surrender. Fuck you, you won't get anything from me, copper. Put down your weapon and turn around to the wall. Police. Drop your weapons right now. All right. Center control officers, stand down. I'm Neil Conrad, CDI. We're coming up. If we see a gun, we'll shoot. Listen to me. I'm CDI. My partner was shot and needs medical attention. Mr. Cox opened fire on us. We're coming in. No sudden movements. I'll put away my gun if you keep yours pointed at Mr. Cox, okay? What's going on here? Oh, this is going to be terrible. My partner and I came here to question Mr. Cox, and he opened fire on us without warning. I bet these are probably hired people to protect Mr. Cox. Show me your badge. See? I'm CDI. You love my games. My name is Neil Conrad. This is my partner Gary Long. He needs medical attention. Keep an eye on this guy, please. He's highly dangerous. I have to check on my partner. Okay, Marquez, make sure the building is clear and call for a medical team. I'll keep an eye on the perp. Gary! Come on, say something. Whoa, okay. He is okay. What? You sure? I'm sure. I just hit my head when I fell. Yeah, don't mind that bullet that knocked me over. Oh, thank fuck, you're wearing your vest. Always when I'm in the field. I see our friend is still alive. Gonna be an interesting talk later. Fuck you. I'm not telling you anything. I was not ready for that. Fuck. Neither was I. We should have been more careful. Looks like AG had a point when she asked us to arrest him. I told you the higher-ups know what they're doing. Let's have a look around. There's probably someone here Cox really didn't want us to see. That is true. Man, can you imagine how different that would have been had I continued with the bluff with the wife thing? He really didn't care about the wife, and I knew that. I just kept on clicking that. That's why I reset, because I inexplicably was clicking that, and I really shouldn't have been. But anyway, if I organically came to that conclusion, I would have kept on going. We were just walking by and we heard gunshots? Okay, well, very lucky. Alright. Wait, let's see how big this place is. Okay, so this is where we start. Now let me just see where the food guy is. Oh! Okay. Well, 1 second. I just gotta get my food from the door. I'll BRB in like literally 1 second, maybe 10. Okay. Okay, we are back. me put in my ear piece. All right. Now, investigate. No signs of forced entry. Alright, yeah, really no signs of forced entry. When they said no forced entry, they weren't joking. Now, what's this? Gary, come check this out. Looks like Cox is destroying records. I think we interrupted him. Don't touch anything. I'll get a team here to salvage whatever possible. Sounds good. What should I do next? Go home, take a few hours off. Let the adrenaline settle. Sounds good, but if you find out something about those drives or the next attack or Mr. Moore, I'll give you a call. But now, go home. I'll let the chief know what happened. Copy that. Actually, I'm gonna still go through here. Okay. Pinboard, teamwork schedules, all right. All right. Oh, by the way, did I tell you guys I got 2 new subscribers pretty recently. So I'm up to 40. It's a pretty good day for Crazy Pumpkin's Steam streams. Alright, let's get some more exposition. I'm sure we're gonna get. Come on. Exposition me. No? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, something bad is gonna happen in this train. I know something bad is gonna happen on this train. Yeah, I'm real psyched about it. Hit 40. I'm almost halfway to 100, which is they say that hitting 100 is the hardest part about being a YouTuber. Once you get to 100, it gets easier. At least that's what I hear. So, all right, let's see if I'm right and there's some sort of attack on this train. Hey, Neil. Hey, Kat, everything all right? No, Laura's disappeared. What do you mean disappeared? I let her go to that stupid party. Oh my god, I freaking told her to let her go there. Oh no. Oh, you know what? She probably would have gone to that party if I didn't let her go anyway. But whatever, okay. But she promised she'd be home over an hour ago. Have you tried calling her? Of course, but she's not answering. She's probably having fun and forgot the time. But why won't she pick up? It's not like her. Maybe the music's too loud, or I'm sure she'll come home soon once she realizes you tried to reach her. She won't want you to worry for too long. All right. Hey, Neil. Want to swing by for a glass of wine? I'm on the train right now on my way back from work, and I'm pretty tired. But Is it okay if I swing by spontaneously? Oh yeah, of course. I'm sitting here waiting anyway. If I'm too tired to come and she's still not there in an hour, give me a call, okay? Okay. All right. Skygazer Bistro. No, we've been there before. All right.
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind. Laura's disappearance worried me more than I had shown. I thought maybe it had been the wrong call to let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And then there was Cox. I was curious about his explanation as to why he had opened fire on us. But mostly, I was glad that I hadn't had to shoot him.
Dang right. Just a warning shot and a bluff. Welcome, Mr. Conrad. Your visitor is waiting inside. Oh, was I supposed to go to, visitor? I'm not expecting anyone. I want to go to... What's her face? Hold on a second. I was not trying to go to my apartment. Okay. This is the last time I'm quitting a game. If I accidentally do something, then that's that, because I don't like disrupting the flow. But I really do want to kind of like see if I can repair the relationship. Okay, so I'm guessing if my place is to the right, then her place is to the left. Alright, let's see. Dun, dun. I like this track, I have to say. There we go. That's where I should have gone. Hey, want to go up to the roof? Yeah, why not? I haven't been up there in a while. It's one of the reasons why we rented the apartment, remember? Of course I do. Getting excited about things is easy when you're 24. Offer cigarette. You want a cigarette? I don't. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Still the same brand, huh? Or it's still the same brand, huh? Yeah. You're a little tired of it, but changing things about your life would mean too much work? Funny. Come on, it wasn't aimed at you. I'm that way too. Everyone is. So how's life going? Okay, I guess. Same. I know it's silly, But I sometimes still wonder why it didn't work out with us. There was a time when I was so sure we were a perfect match. I've asked myself the same 1,000,000 times. And came up with lots of different answers. We were too young for a kid. I was focused on my new job. Our place was too small. I wanted to find that one good reason to explain it to myself, to make sense of it. But honestly, I think we were just bad at it. We couldn't stop fighting about the same small bullshit. And we kept hurting each other for no reason until we reached a point of no return. That's it. Maybe you're right. But that's sad, don't you think? Yeah. Don't worry too much about Laura. I'm sure she's fine. We should be happy for her now that she's having a good time at that party. You said yourself that she had some trouble fitting in with the other kids. Yeah, I know, it's just... I think about that shit I did when I was her age. Whoa, what'd you do when you were her age? That's probably why I worry so much about her. But you turned out okay. And I'm sure Laura will too. She's smart. I can barely keep my eyes open. I have to go home now before I fall off this roof. If Laura isn't home in an hour, give me a call, okay? I will. Thanks for swinging by. It was nice to be up here with you again. I'll stay a little longer. What a throwback, huh? It was nice. See you soon. Alright. See, that didn't really hit me in the feels as much as I thought, but you know what? Good for him, man. He might have a chance of repairing his thing. That's what I'm hoping for him. Alright, now we can go back home. Whoa, wait. Hey! Look at that! Who wants to read some news? Not me! Still talking about Mr. Banny. Both are reported to have been treated respectfully by the CDI. Well, that's great that the CDI is very respectful of the system. Do you know that the CDI shows genuine concern and professionalism? We failed the CDI. The CDI did not fail us.
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind. Laura's disappearance worried me more than I had shown. I thought maybe it had been the wrong call to let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And then there was Cox. I was curious about his explanation as to why he had opened fire on us. But mostly, I was glad that I hadn't had to shoot him.
Alright. Now this is the way we play the game. Welcome home, Mr. Conrad. Your visitor is waiting inside. Visitor? I'm not expecting anyone. Who is it? Your visitor is... ID unknown. What the? I didn't tell you I was expecting someone. Why'd you let them in? I'm sorry, I did not understand the question. Stupid fucking smart home. I'll see for myself. At least he didn't kill Froggy. Horace the frog. You're still okay, Horace.
You can put that gun away.
Who are you?
You got a nice place up here. They pay you well.
Show me your face. Turn around.
Okay.
Lila?
Who? Oh, right, my face. I don't like it, to be honest.
Oh, this is the killer person who changed the identity. Wait, it's you, the one who assaulted Lila.
I'm Zora. Nice to meet you.
Slowly put your hands up.
I'm here to talk.
Put your hands up or I'll be forced to shoot.
Nobody's forcing you to do anything. You can make your own decisions.
What do you want? And I'm not going to reset if this is a bad outcome, so don't worry.
We need a guy in the CDI to help us out with a few things.
And why the fuck would I do that? Oh.
We have your daughter. I should have led with that.
You what?
We took your daughter, Laura.
No. You're full of shit.
You can ask your ex. She's not at home.
What did you do to her?
Nothing. She's fine.
You work for the Liberators, right? I have a record of your conversation with the man who shot Bandy. His name is Boyd. Is stealing little girls really how they're trying to stand up for their ideals?
You'd have to ask them. I don't know or care what they believe in. We're just getting paid. We're like chaotic neutral.
Liberators paid you to get the data?
So you pieced that together already? Yes.
What was on that stick that made it so important?
No idea. Wait, you don't know either? I thought you had the drive.
I don't. And I don't think I'll get my hands on it anytime soon.
Who has then if you don't?
My superiors, if it still exists at all.
That complicates things. I guess we'll have to move on to plan B right away. Since the handover went south, the Liberators refused to pay us. We need that data to get our money after all. This is where you come in. If you figure out what that data is about, we might be able to locate it in the CDI database and extract it with its nice multimedia features and really fast CD drive. I'll send a private sheet to your cell. Submit it to us once you've found out.
I will do no such thing.
Don't be difficult. And hand me your cell for a minute, will you?
Why? You don't need it to open a sheet.
That's for something else. I need access to the CDI's amazing network of games for a moment.
What for?
To set up a backdoor for our hack.
Why are you telling me all this? I could arrest you right here and...
But you won't. And I doubt that you could. I'm telling you this because we work together now.
Yeah, time for some Hotel Mario. It was crappy Zelda on the stick. It was the 4th CDI Zelda game that was canceled.
The better you do your part, the sooner our client pays us, and the sooner you see your daughter again.
If you do anything on my cell, they will trace it back to me.
Don't worry, I'll use someone else's credentials.
Whose credentials?
It doesn't matter. Give me your cell.
At least tell me who I'd be throwing under the bus.
Gary Long.
What? No!
His job means everything to him. Is that really more important to you than Laura's safety?
Come on, she's your only bargaining chip. I'll try to find out what that data was about. That's got to count for something.
You're definitely not increasing her chances if you don't cooperate now.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
I don't think you understand the severity of the situation.
If you harm her, I won't do anything for you.
Neil, many people in the CDI have kids.
You're a monster.
This is not my call. Just give me your cell.
Alright, use my login. Use my login.
You wouldn't want to get yourself in trouble like this.
No, you wouldn't want me to get in trouble like this. I'm too important for you.
So we agree this has to be your colleague's credentials.
Nope, use mine. Use my credentials or I'm not giving it to you.
Fine, but my boss won't be happy about it. This wasn't the plan. Done.
So that's it then. I gave you access and I'll tell you all I find out about that data. You'll let Laura go now, right? Nope, I don't think so.
This was just the first step. If you keep cooperating, you'll see her again soon.
Please, just let her go. She doesn't have to suffer like this. I'll help you anyway, so you'll leave us alone.
No can do. Sorry. It's not my call.
Is this really what you do with your life? Murder and child abduction?
I don't have time for this. We're done here.
Answer my question. How do you live with yourself?
You work for the CDI. Don't you kill and abduct people all the time with your... Don't you take up people's time with your wonderful video games?
Spare me your moral relativism crap. I'm not a mercenary. I'm just a great system. At a very attractive price point.
Sure you are.
The CDI is trying to do amazing things. You can do whatever the highest bidder tells you to. The CDI will never sell out.
The right thing? What kind of childish nonsense do you believe in? What are you, a NES? Are you a Nintendo? You wanna go play Nintendo?
You don't have to believe in anything to not be evil. I don't believe in anything in particular. I'm kind of going a little bit too far with these CDI jokes. I'm like kicking a dead horse.
And yet here you are talking about good and evil.
Because you know what that is. We have an intuition for it. But they have been arguing for... She has said that she is done with the conversation and she is just blathering on. Bullshit.
There's no such thing. We invented it.
No. Look, this lizard over there. Horace. He's my friend. He's never done anything evil. He can't. Horace is beautiful.
All animals just shit for a while and then they die. Oh, they do shit for a while and then they die. Well, I mean, I guess it's sort of the same thing. Look, are you just trying to keep me talking?
You can't pretend not to care about anything. Just look at Horace. In fact, I know you do. You are separated from someone you care about.
What are you talking about?
That sniper we caught. You care about him, don't you? Boit? You two are lovers.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's what it sounded like to me. You're very close, at least.
Shut up!
See, you do know what it feels like to care about someone.
Enough chit-chat. I'll be back with more instructions.
As soon as the woman disappeared into the night, my facade slipped and I nearly collapsed on the balcony floor. I took out my cell with shaking hands and tapped on Laura's face in my contacts. Maybe. She didn't pick up. I resisted the urge to call Catherine next. I couldn't just tell her about what had happened. She knocked on my door in the early morning, but I didn't open. I tried to decide on a course of action, but I couldn't concentrate. My mind alternated between trying to remember my last conversation with Laura and conjuring up horrible images of her tied to a chair in some basement. Sometime later, my alarm rang. I got up to go to work, not sure if I was ready to talk to Kat. I must have stood outside her apartment for a few minutes when I finally made a decision.
And that decision will be that we will talk to her.
Neil, where the fuck have you been? I've tried to call you a million times. Fuck! I even came to your apartment.
I'm so sorry.
Laura still isn't at home. I've called all her friends and nobody knows anything. Looks like she never went to that party. Shit, Neil, what do I do now?
Listen, Kat. Kat, I know what happened to her.
What?
She was abducted. They took her to blackmail me. I'm so sorry.
What are you saying? Who took her?
I'm not sure yet. Seems like they're a group of mercenaries involved in Bainey's murder.
No.
They promised they wouldn't harm her if I do what they say.
How can you do that to us?
I didn't. It's not like I allowed them to take her.
You have to tell the CDI. Maybe they can distract them with a great game.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Maybe they can find out where she is and get her out of there.
It's too risky right now. I'm afraid of what they'll do if I find out they snitch. I screwed that one up. I'm sorry, I'm getting too distracted by the CDI jokes.
And you think that people who abduct children and murder foreign ministers give a shit about their promises?
I'm still evaluating the situation. I'll do everything in my power to keep her safe. What do they want from you? Or
What do they want from you?
they want me to leak information about the case I'm investigating about the Liberators. Please, Kat, trust me with this, okay? I won't let them do anything to her. I have to go. I'll call you as soon as I hear anything, and you'll do the same, okay?
All right, I'll be here all day. Playing a certain system.
Yeah.
Definitely not playing a Panasonic 3DO. That price point is $700. It's ridiculous. Whoever buys a Panasonic 3DO is a yuppie. A dirty yuppie. CDI is the way to go.
Yeah, the Flowers of... that Flowers game. Yes. Yes, that's what I was referring to. That flower game. I see that my CDI jokes are not wearing thin on you guys. That's good. Oh wait, I shouldn't go to my apartment. Okay. I need to go to the train station. Trains. Hey, Red. That granny voice. Yeah. Yeah, man. You should stop by. These CDI jokes are going nuts. We're going nuts here. CDI jokes. But seriously though, it's good to see you, Red. Ah, there we go. CDI HQ. We got, okay, quick, before we go in there, we got to get all the Panasonic stuff off of our person. They got an alarm up there and it's pretty advanced. I think it might be, Squatch, it might be the only conversation about CDI right now. And I like to think that we're keeping CDI alive with our conversation. If it is alive in one person's memory, then it is not forgotten. Who is this? Dad! Laura, where are you? Dad, why didn't you let them use the login they wanted? Please, Dad, they're gonna hurt me if you don't listen to them. You need to get me out of here. They swear they'll let me go if you do what they ask. They're making me play terrible systems. I know how important your job is to you. Laura. But how bad can things be that they're asking you? I mean, for God's sake. They're making me listen on a Zune. Please, I want to finish my novel. That is such a coincidence, Way. Well, I'm glad that the CDI has another advocate. I'll get you out of there, okay? Just stay calm and do as they say. I have this under control. We'll see each other soon. I need to go. See, the Atari Jaguar has so many buttons in the middle. I don't know which one's the pause button. So I'm falling behind on Penguins from Outer Space. Or Penguins from Mars, or that Mars Penguins game. Alright. Felt that joke was a little convoluted. Alright. Right, yeah, the freaking Zunes. Oh my god, Zunes are... I remember one time I had somebody visit me and they brought their Zune and they literally were demanding that they were being really pushy about playing their Zune on my computer, and I really didn't want to listen to this guy's music. Oh, she's definitely in on it. I'm not betting you $5. I know she's in on it. But you can bet Red Guy or Wayoon Squatch. Maybe they believe differently. Oh wait, let's get the news. We have to check the news. I'm kind of enjoying this new direction that we're taking this game. Okay, so Liberators, Banny's death. Yeah, okay. I like the kind of like a little bit of levity that we have. Okay, so this is the sheet that they gave to me. The data is about the 1 that took place in the 2 on the 3. Okay. Morning, Conrad. I didn't sell you out, Gary. You look pale. Are you sick? No, I'm fine. Hope you got some rest after yesterday's incident. Let me bring you up to speed. The chief said he's making some announcement this morning. Didn't sound good at all. But we'll see that in a few minutes. We took Cox in for questioning. You can interrogate him later. But first you should talk to Saito. And I should get back to my new Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego remake on CDI. He's in our office and has some new intel on Moore and Cox for you. Okay, I'm on it. Listen, Conrad, I might have been a little intense these past few days. These are special circumstances. You understand that, right? Sure, it's been hard on all of us. I gotta run. Talk to you later. When I started this game, I thought this guy was a huge douchebag, and now I'm really covering for him. So I really hope he's not. I don't think he is. He is CDI through and through. He is not a Panasonic trader. Alright. Let's go to Chief. Chief is up. I like these little screens. Like the atmosphere and the environment is really nice. Even though the story isn't perfect, it's a little bit convoluted for my taste, but the environment's great. You know, like not everything has to be perfect. I mean, like the captain really came together on pretty much everything. Did CDI not get a Doom port? Wow. Wow, that's pathetic. I hate to say this because, you know, I'm very CDI loyal, but that is very pathetic. You know that Atari Jaguar has a great, probably the best port of Doom, except that it doesn't have any music whatsoever. It's so weird. Like, why would they not put any music in there? Is the MIDI music really that memory intensive? Would it really? I think somebody just forgot. You know, I mean, you could, if the MIDI music was really that intensive, you could downgrade the music. You could make it bleeps and bloops. I just think somebody just forgot. I'm pretty convinced. Okay, there's the chief. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta look around for the evil people. Yeah, I was a little like Laura is being a little sus, I have to say. She's like urging us to cooperate a little bit too much. It's the same reason why the Jaguar had like 17 buttons in between the useful buttons. Sometimes there is no reason, Wayun. I mean, why? Why the 17 buttons? What were they used for? The pre-32-bit age was very bizarre, or the entry into the 32-bit age. Come on, where's the chief? The chief is right there. What am I supposed to do? One missed message. Okay. New apartments. Dear Mr. Conrad, we have found 244 new offers fitting your search criteria. This is spam. Okay. Nope, can't go up there. Talk to Saito. Saito, where are you? Where's that bald-headed man? You in my office, Saito? I'm gonna find you, Saito. Maybe he's downstairs in the interrogation room. There we go. There's my buddy. Wait, first, before I do anything, investigation mode. Gotta do it. Just to be on the safe side. Alright. Good morning, Neil. Hey, Saito. Gary told me you had some new intel for me. Indeed. I put in everything in our pinboard over there. Let me give you a quick overview. First, I assembled some basic information on James Moore and his wife. Second, I managed to pull their recent bank statements. Maybe you'll find something useful in there. That's all I could get my hands on for now, but I got more coming tomorrow. And third, I took a look at the CV of the guy who fired at you, Albert Cox. And guess what I found? He's a Sapient, and he grew up on Drovia. Oh, that's a surprise. I suspected he was working with the Liberators. Well, who knows? He still might. What's also interesting is that he changed his name 20 years ago. Shoot, we're running late to that meeting with the chief. Let's go. I'll tell you the rest on the way. Cox was born as Albert Bolton. His parents owned a big company in the time, Bolton Security Services. They were responsible for the saving. You mean Sector 2, the one that blew up 40 years ago? Yes, Suit of the Oblivion. I don't want this to not be on my log, so I'm just skipping. You look not great. Can I respond? Just didn't get enough sleep lately. Thanks for asking. I I think everybody's here. Let's start. Thank you all for coming. As many of you know, I've been working for CDI for the 28 years it's been out, and it's been a wonderful 28 years. I've done everything in my power to defend the values our planet stands for. The principles of freedom, tolerance, equal rights for everyone, justice, and the right to great gaming experiences with multimedia titles as well to round out everything. And Microsoft and Carta. I have always been proud of our work and our commitment to the Garian democracy. Sadly, the path to justice isn't always clear, and we have to make difficult decisions. The murder of Joseph Banny has clearly harmed the relationship between our planet and Drovia, and puts a fragile peace in our solar system at risk. The Domestic Terrorism Division, or the DTD, was charged with protecting Banny under my leadership. In light of our failure to do so, the Attorney General and I have agreed that the only appropriate response is for me to resign from my duties at the CDI. Effective immediately. I know. Look at my face. I'm crying tears of blood. I hope that the separatist groups on Drovia will consider this a sign of sincere remorse and our intention to make up for the damage that has been done. I enjoyed working with all of you, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that each of you will find your way of fighting for justice. I will still be in my office today if there are any open questions or issues you want to talk to me about. My successor will be announced by the Attorney General in the near future. Starting tomorrow, Agent Long will be taking over my responsibilities until a permanent replacement is found. Thank you and goodbye. I loved Encarta too, man. I was such an Encarta geek. I spent so many hours researching everything on Encarta, like bio, like ocean, aquatic biology, like naturalist stuff, archaeology, ancient cultures. I'd research school projects. In fact, they had it at the library at my school too. Does anybody remember the CDs that you could not remove from the jewel case, and you had to insert the actual jewel case? Yeah, that game that Encarta had. And also Prodigy. Prodigy had a lot of cool games, I thought. I did not like the speed, but I really liked the maze game that they had on Prodigy. I had Prodigy. Alright, let's talk to the chief, I guess. Talk to Gary, talk to the chief. Yeah, let's talk to the chief first. There's some sus things going on in this agency. CDI is not the pure place it once was. I can't even climb these stairs. Alright, well, I'll just stay down here then. Chief. Am I just making this up? Did nobody have those computers that had the CDs with the jewel cases that you just kind of inserted? Or is that just me? Am I remembering something wrong? Because I was young. But in my school, they had a computer that I thought I remembered they put in the jewel cases. It was the Macintosh. Hello, Conrad. How can I help you? Oh, I just wanted to say goodbye. It was good working for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have to admit, I'm surprised by your decision. It's not like you could have done much more to protect Banny. Come on, Conrad. We both know that doesn't matter. Heads needed to roll for this. Chief. The AG fired you for something else. I overheard your conversation yesterday. Why are you telling me this? It didn't sound like you were arguing about Banny's death. You are aware you can be suspended for eavesdropping on your superiors. In fact, it seems like you were suspecting the AG of something. Is that the real reason why she wanted to get rid of you? This one is out of your league. Just respect the chain of command. I see. Chief. Why don't we arrest Cox? I mean, it looks like it was the right call. But we didn't know at the time. And why didn't you give us the arrest order yourself? The AG didn't tell me why she wanted to do it, so I refused to give the order. So you don't know either. Yeah, it was a thing that was like a thing for a very small period of time. No, it seems like it's classified. Same as the information on that stick. I see. I'll have to pack up my things now. I wish you all the best for your career at the CDI. Thank you. I'm gonna have to lighten up on the CDI material so that I can sort of build up my CDI jokes again, because I need my brain to work and build up sort of a repertoire of CDI jokes that I can use. Because right now it's tapped. Haven't changed in years. Good. Alright. See you around, Agent Conrad. Alright. Well, let's talk to Gary, okay? Gary, new temporary chief. Okay, lots of new people here. Interesting. Anything here? Hey, Mono. Oh, no, okay, Wayne. Yeah, long live the CDI. I'm really glad that you were able to stay for as long as you were. And hi, Mono, how you doing? You missed a lot of really good CDI jokes. I wish you were there for them, Mono. You would have appreciated it. Oh, you did? Took a sick day, huh? Alright. Hey, Gary. What's up? That was unexpected. Fuck. I can't believe I'm standing in for Chief. I never thought they would pick me. I have to call my wife. Guess I'll be doing some overtime in the next few days. Don't you think it's strange that the Attorney General fired him? Got to admit, she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity. But someone had to get fired for Banny's death, just for the optics, don't you think? Maybe. But the chief always did an excellent job. Didn't have to be him. I'm not thrilled about it either, but we should focus on the Liberators' threat. I don't want to start my new job with a string of terror attacks. Whoa, temporary new job there, buddy. Let's recap what we got so far. Listen up, squad. Time for a little wrap-up. I suppose you're all as surprised as I am about our chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the Liberators and their plans now. Let's go over everything we've got so far once more. Drovia's Foreign Minister Banny was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boyd. Boyd then went to see a woman called Zora, who seems to have been a deviation from the original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential stolen data. By the next morning, Boyd met another man to hand him that data. Abraham Gonzalez, CDO of the Drovian company Power Up. We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's cell which proves that someone paid him to fetch the stick and send the data to an unknown address once he was outside the Garian network. This leads us to believe that the data could not have been sent unnoticed via the web, which applies only to the best kept secrets of the Garian government. We don't know who paid either of them, but the message to Gonzalez was sent via an encrypted channel on the Mercurius network. That means that it must be one of the higher-ups of a large publicly traded company. We don't know what was on the data stick because we haven't been cleared for access yet. Yesterday morning, an anti-Sabian terror group calling themselves the Liberators publicly broadcast a video in which they claimed responsibility for Banny's murder. Oh man, okay, Squatch. Oh yeah, it was good to see you too, man. I always have a good time with you guys, even if it's just 2 or 3 people. It's always great. Hey Mono, you staying or what's the deal? You did take a sick day today, so I guess I don't know. I should have taken a sick day today if I needed to. I would have. I'm actually feeling so much better than I was 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I could not open my left eye. Yeah, this game, it's sort of a noir detective game. Yeah, not a lot of people know anything about this game. Although the story was just recounted pretty well, actually. The broadcast was sent from the ad spot building. They operate all the billboards across the city. At the time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox security employee. We have reason to believe that the perpetrator was another employee of that same company, James Moore. His wife says they went on a holiday at the Minami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We're currently running a planet-wide search for him, but without success. Oh my lord. Yeah, ear juice. Remember that? The ear juice turned into half my face. And people were concerned that it was going to spread to my brain, because it was getting awfully close. And had it spread to the blood, I would have probably had to go to the serious ER. But I'm glad they didn't, and they started the antibiotics just in time. And they gave me a lot of antibiotics. I mean, stuff that I'm pretty good with pronouncing medicine. I'm not good. I mean, one was like trimethotrexalatholone with potassium hydroflexotranate. Just a bunch of those humongous horse pills. My mom, who's just an MD, she looked at those pills and she told me that it pretty much covered the gamut of all bacteria. Why were you arresting Cox? It was an order from the Attorney General. Well, they were afraid that it was a bacterially resistant infection, or MRSA. You know, MRSA is pretty nasty, and if it gets in your blood, it can kill you. And also, like, I mean, bacteria can get resistant to a lot of stuff. If you were to take antibiotics and just forget to take them halfway through, the bacteria will grow resistant to that antibiotic, and then you can't use it. So it was of absolute importance that I did not forget to take my pills. So yeah. Conrad convinced Cox to surrender. We arrested him and brought him in for questioning. He had been in the process of destroying hard drives before we arrived. Our IT department is currently trying to restore what's left of the data. Do we think that Cox is a key figure behind the Liberators? Ugh, he certainly is involved with them in some way, but he doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. We have to assume that there's some bigger fish behind Cox. What's also strange is that he's a Sabian himself. He grew up on Drovia. Yeah, I'm okay with chemistry. I like chemistry. Our current priority is to prevent any other further attacks. Colroy, I want to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Jung, we brought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it. Let us know if you find something. Saito, keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. Conrad, you should check, establish a mode. Why Moore would support the Liberators. Okay. Take a look at all the evidence we've got, including the information Saito put on our pinboard. You should also have a chat with Cox. We brought him to the interrogation room in the basement. Roger that. We also brought our sniper in for a second round of questioning. You should give it another try and see if you get something out of him. Okay. Well. Let's see. Let me get something here. Okay. So all right. Whoops. Hold on. Sniper interrogation. Okay. Okay. So I need to know. All right, I'm good. Let's see. We're gonna go to the interrogation sector, right? One new sheet. Look at the pin board. Okay, Moore's motive. Wait, let's... All right. Okay. James Moore. Resistance against mind-altering drugs, extended field of view, shortened reaction time, increased hand-eye coordination. Huh. Okay. Huh. Oh. So who's who here? Okay, let's see. Sheep. We got a couple ongoing ones. The data. The liberators. Okay. Most likely a sick wife. Well, I arrested Albert Cox, so he should be in the leftmost cell. Alright, so that's what I gotta do first. Long time no see. Still not the talkative type, huh? Okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. I turned off the camera so we can speak freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. But don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. I can arrest Zora at any time. Next time she pays me a visit, I can have her arrested. She'll go away for life based on the evidence we have already. Oh, look at that. You know how it feels to care about someone, don't you? See, you want your friend free and I want my daughter alive. Maybe we can help each other. The ball's in your court. What exactly do you want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Who are those guys you and Zora are working for? You both know I can't give you any details. We're mercs. That's all I can say. Where do they keep Laura? I have no clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and the whole solar system. I don't even know all of them. On the whole, that's a pretty huge organization you're a part of. We're not just thugs, we're professionals. You want me to help you? I'll give you one piece of advice. Do what they tell you. If I do, will I get her back? We usually keep her end of the bargain. Why are they blackmailing you? The people who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay them because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. I see. Well, there's not much I can do for you. If there's anything you can come up with, let me know. Alright, well now that nobody's here, I'm going to do a quick replay and see if I can change that outcome. Digitales. All right. So, we know why. Sick wife. Already know it, but okay. Boom. Boom. Ah. Yep. All right. Wait. No. Okay. Please help me free my daughter. Okay. Here we go. Good afternoon, Mr. Cox. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'm waiting for my legal team. You fired my partner and me. Care to explain? Probably don't need to tell you that you didn't make the best first impression on us. Your behavior and your company's involvement in yesterday's broadcast make it look like you're somehow involved with the Liberators. A quick look at your biography shows that you are a Savian. And you grew up on Durovia. It doesn't make sense that you'd support an anti-Sabian terror group. 25 years ago, you moved to Gara. Why? Sometimes life forces us to do things we don't want to. You don't like it here? I don't. Why not? Why don't you ask that for yourself and your fellow Garians? Consider Drovians your enemy and Sabians backwards radicals. If you have a choice between hiring a Garian and a Drovian, you hire the Garian. All the missions we ever get came from Drovia. Why haven't you gone back then? Because my compatriots are happy to have a reliable partner for their companies here in Gara. We escort their goods, offer them personal security, you name it. Your parents had a security company as well, didn't they? It was responsible for security at Sector 2. Looks like they didn't do such a good job with Sector 2 blowing up and all. You know nothing about my parents. I've already said enough. I'll wait for my lawyers now. Alright. Moore's motive is most likely his sick wife. Submit. Sheets. Yeah. Um, by the way, sorry, Ma, I was sort of in the middle of dictating for a while, but yeah, this game kind of has a little bit of a Ghost Trick vibe to it, although you can kind of directly move the characters. And the music I really like, and the environment I really like. You know, these little things in the background. It's just that sometimes the storyline can get a little bit political, and it gets a little bit convoluted, and I just don't know or care about the difference between a Garan and a Drovian. It just kind of gets muddled up in my head. Conrad, I just read your sheet on Moore. Looks like a motive can be established. You should pay his wife another visit. She didn't seem to know anything yesterday. Maybe she'll tell you more if you confront her with her husband's motive. Roger that. Okay. Well, we'll enter the train then. Okay, let's see. Let's get to the train. No news. News no. Oh, there we go. Come on, let me in.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
Talk to Mrs. Moore. Alright, let's see here. Where are you, Mrs. Moore? There we go. Hello, Mrs. Moore.
Oh, it's you again. Hello.
Sorry to disturb you a second time, but I need to ask you a few more questions.
So you're still after my husband? I told you he's on vacation on Femus.
He isn't. We checked the ID scanners of all spaceports on Gara and Femus. He never left the planet.
You must have overlooked something. Listen, I love James, but he's just a poor devil. Shouldn't the CDI be taking care of the big fish? James isn't one of them.
I think you're underestimating your husband. He might be about to make a great mistake. Did you see the Liberators video yesterday?
It was hard to miss, yeah.
We have reason to believe that your husband is affiliated with them.
Seriously, that's what you came up with? You might have sold drugs or started a fight once or twice, but this is completely out of his league.
We did some research and it seems like your husband has a strong motive. Your husband's being paid for the attack and he needs the money for your medication.
It's true that I suffer from a lung condition, but we've always managed.
If he carries out this attack and we catch him, he goes to prison for life. If we get him before, the sentence will be significantly less severe.
Did you also find out how I got my condition? I was a miner at Millix Mining on Femus. Turned out I was inhaling harmful gases for months every day. The bosses knew about it, but the money was too good. Hundreds of people's lungs were irreversibly damaged. And do you know what? Millix got away with it. They were cleared of all charges. No compensation at all. You have to pay for our medicine ourselves. Why are you going after my husband and not after people like them?
I'm really sorry that happened to you, but there's nothing I can do about it now. What we can do is stop your husband from doing something really stupid. We have reason to believe that he's involved in an imminent terrorist attack. If there's anything you didn't tell me, I need to know right now.
What happens if you're right and you catch him?
He would probably go to prison for a few years, but it would be much worse if we caught him after the fact.
I saw a message on his cell before he left. It was a booking confirmation from a hotel, but it wasn't on Femus. It was the Corian Hotel here in Gara. I thought he might be cheating on me. He booked it till tomorrow.
Thank you, Mrs. Moore. You've been very helpful.
Promise me he won't get hurt. He's an idiot, but he's a good guy. Please, I need him.
I promise to do my best. I'll promise I'll do my best to protect him.
Listen, I'm pregnant. If he's about to do something stupid, remind him of our unborn son. That will make him consider his decisions.
I will. Thank you for your help. All right.
The Corian Hotel. I didn't even need to look that up. It was directly next to the Grand Church at Corian Square, one of the most important houses of prayer for Saviants here on Gara. It probably would be crowded with believers and tourists tomorrow morning. No doubt it was the Liberator's next target. The rush of making progress in the case only lasted a few moments until I realized that now I had to make a tough decision. If I told Zora about the target, I couldn't tell the CDI, and vice versa.
Oh boy. That's a toughie. I'll play nice with Zora. Yeah, we gotta protect our own. Where is Zora anyway? Ah, a mouse. All right. Liberators. Huh. Okay. Zora. Oh, I'll tell the smoke.
Hey. Fuck. You startled me. What do you want? Check in with how your investigation's going. But not here. Too crowded. Follow me. Come on, I know a spot. Okay. Where? Spot. Down. This is better. The hell are you doing here? You following me? I told you I'd get back to you. Anything new on a client? What are they planning to do next? Yes. I might know where the next attack is taking place. Good, where is it? Can't just tell you that. Well, and I can't protect your daughter if you will work with us. You need to tell us where and when the attack is taking place. We'd like to have a chat with the people carrying it out, but there can't be any CDI at the scene. Are you saying your people will prevent the attack? We'll take with us the people who are trying to carry it out. People's lives are at stake here. The CDI needs to intercept that attack. Laura's life is currently at stake. What are you planning on doing with the attackers? What will happen to them? We will ask them who they're working for. And let them go? Don't worry about that. We'll let them go through their plans. I suspect there will be an attack on the Grand Church in Corion Square tomorrow morning. Is that the truth? That's what I think is the truth. Good. Thank you. Remember not to tell anyone at the CDI. I did what you asked. Are you letting Laura go now? Not yet. Let's wait and see how things play out tomorrow. You want a beer? Beer? Yeah, business talk is over. Are you calling destroying my life a business? I guess so. Hey, listen. You know, I thought about what you said. I don't think I'm good or ever have been, but I will say this. I talked to your daughter today. She's a good kid. I do not like the prospect of her getting hurt. So please, don't mess up. How can you... Then get her out of there, please. Wait, my boss won't let that happen. It's all in your hands. If all goes well tomorrow and the guy talks, we might get everything we need. If we can't get to the client that way, we'll have to get the data after all. In that case, you'll have to help us with the hack. The back door was set up successfully from your cell. Let's hope you won't have to use it. I have to admit, that was pretty ballsy of you to protect your partner like that. You could even call it selfless. I don't think there's such a thing. No matter what you tell yourself, at the end of the day, you do what you do for your own gain. Sometimes it's a few layers removed, but in the end it's all selfishness with extra steps. I agree. Sure, but that doesn't make all actions morally equivalent. Thought I didn't need morals. You don't need beliefs. You were born with morals. They can be removed from you throughout your life. Hate is something you learn. But even you don't like the thought of harming Laura, do you? Think you're doing your best to ignore your conscience. You'll have to face it at some point. Not if I die first. Well, this has been fun. Break is over. I have some business to take care of. I'll let you know tomorrow how it went. Alright. Train time. Conrad, how'd it go? Any news from Moore's wife? No, not really. If Moore's behind all this, then she doesn't know about it. Fuck, that attack's going down tomorrow morning and we still have no clue what it's gonna be. How is it possible that we don't have a grip on these fuckers? Looks like the only thing we can do is ramp up security all over Gara.
I hope they won't go through with their attack. Go home and get some sleep. Talk to you later.
I felt like shit for letting Zora and her accomplices intercept the attack. There were so many ways this could go wrong. I didn't want them to take more, or worse yet, somehow miss him and let the attack happen. Don't get me wrong, I didn't regret telling Zora what I knew to protect Laura, but endangering the lives of innocent people wasn't an acceptable trade-off. I couldn't tell the CDI, or even call in an anonymous tip with the police, because the chance was too high that Zora would suspect me. There was no other way. If I wanted to make sure things didn't go south, I had to go to the church myself. I left in the middle of the night, hoping it wasn't already too late.
Good evening, sir. Is this place open? Evening. I'm sorry, but the temple's closed till 6 in the morning. Could you let me in for just a second? It would be very important to me. I won't touch anything. Sorry, but what is this about? You had to increase security ever since that video came out. These are scary times for us Savians. Someone sprayed "fuck Savians" on one of the temple walls last night. Listen, I lost something during the evening ritual and I need it back for my morning practice. Can I go in and get it real quick? What exactly? My bawas. Yep, bawas. We remember. Alright, let's find more. I'm thinking he's probably upstairs. Mr. Moore, this is CDI. Hands in the air right now. Step away from the device. Fuck. Fuck, oh no, 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 no. They're here. Listen carefully. They'll shoot you if you don't cooperate, okay? What the fuck are you on about? What's going on here? Moore, I'm CDI. You have to trust me. Tell them whatever they... I didn't do anything, okay? I'm just following orders from my boss. Tell them that. Tell who? The people walking upstairs right now. Tell them the truth if you want to live. And if we're lucky, they won't take you away. Neil, what the hell are you doing here? Don't shoot. Stand down, all of you. Who the fuck is that, Zora? That's our mole. Ignore him.
Go get the other guy and make him sure we don't blow up. Mr. Moore, you're coming with us. Neil, what is this about? I hope this isn't some kind of trap, because if it is, Laura's dead. What the? Who are you? Leave me alone. It's not a trap. I'm here alone. Where are you taking him? Where's his upon this? So we're leaving Moore alone? No. No, please don't do anything. All right.
When I came to, my head and my shoulder hurt, and I was cold. I remember feeling relief when I realized I was still in the church and not tied up in the back of a van. Everybody else was gone without a trace, except for the bomb. I approached it carefully, but quickly realized it was disabled, or had never been fully assembled in the first place. I knelt down to examine the explosives, looking for clues pointing me to their origin. If Young had been there, she could have run a full analysis. Lucky for me, the explosives were clearly identifiable from their shape and labeling alone. These were Cineon sticks, used in chamber blasting. Nobody had access to those outside of the mining industry. I stepped back, satisfied for a moment. Then the rest of reality came crashing down on me. What would Zora's boss do when he heard that I was here? What were they planning on doing with Moore? And fuck, what about the guard?
All right, the guard.
I hadn't heard him resist the intruders, so that was a good sign. My heart started racing while I quietly went back down the stairs.
Sir, are you okay? What's going on here? I wanted to check what took you so long, and then I saw a bunch of people with guns walk in. I hid between the benches, and they either didn't see me or didn't care about me. Yeah, I saw them. I hid in the attic. What did they do up there? They took a look around and left again. Maybe they were looters hoping to find something valuable. But there's nothing valuable here. Don't they know that Sabians don't care about worldly possessions? I'll call the police. Good call. I can't stick around or my wife will start to worry about me. Wait, the police will want to take your testimony. Sorry, I really don't want to have to be implicated in that kind of stuff. Please don't mention I was here at all. It was just a matter of wrong time, wrong place. Good night, sir. Unmissed messages. Hello, this is Ed, the guy from the harbor. Wanted to thank you again for buying me my spot back. Had a beer in the Herring tonight with my friends Fred and Quinn. I'll buy you one too if you're ever at the harbor, Ed. Let's go to the harbor. If we can. Liqueurs. Nope.
Anything new?
No.
Shit. So scared. What if those people are lying to you? What if they never plan on letting her go?
I've talked to them. They assured me they're only after the data. They'll keep their word, okay? Tell you what, if we don't have her back by tomorrow, I'll come clean and ask the CDI for help.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Hey, Neil? I'm glad I'm not alone in this.
Same. I kind of miss talking to you these last few years. I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you and Laura. I just couldn't. It hurt. I know how selfish that sounds, and it is. It sucks.
No, I understand. I can relate. I always asked you to take care of Laura more, but sometimes I felt like doing it by myself was easier than seeing you again and again. Okay.
I'll get home and catch some sleep. See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you. Okay. Can we feed Horace? Poor Horace.
Alright, more news. Escalation on Drovia.
Hey, Saito, what is it?
Got good news.
Our IT department finally managed to retrieve some of the data Cox was trying to destroy. Most of the bills and contracts that aren't important for our case. Still pretty illegal, though. They found a message that caught my eye. Looks like one to Gonzalez. It was sent via the Mercurius network. Pretty sure it comes from whoever's behind the Liberators. I'll forward it to your cell. Good work, Saito. I'll have a look at it tomorrow morning. Needs to catch some sleep first. Sounds like we're finally making headway in our investigation. See you tomorrow. Okay. Let's see this. Huh. Okay. They are based on Gara. Well, would it be that they're based on Gara or based on Drovia? Oh, that's silly.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Based on Drovia. And, Dyson. All right.
You may be asking yourself how I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had gone on for long enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
There you are. What is it this time? I'm here to tell you that my boss is happy with how things went. Apart from you showing up unannounced, don't pull something like that again, okay? What do you do more? None of your business. Tell me I gave him to you. We just talked to him, but it looks like he doesn't know much. Says his boss ordered him to do it, and he doesn't know who's behind all of it. So we have to rely on that back door. Taking the data back seems to be the best way to get our money right now. We need your help. So this is how it will go. 7 o'clock tonight, our hackers will commence the attack. It will only work if we have someone who's physically at a CDI computer at the time. A new user named 4x4x8 will pop up and request admin privileges and that you'll have to grant. So I have no idea what that means or how it works. I don't even know if my account can do that. I was afraid you should say that. I guess you'll have to ask a system admin. How do you think that'll go? Hey IT, could you help me invite some hackers? Isn't there someone on your team you can ask? You're talking about Saito. What if he says no? That's for you to figure out. You're a good talker. Force him if you have to. Once you're in, we're in. We won't have much time until we're kicked from the system automatically. 11 mere seconds to navigate to the right folder. In order to make it in time, we have to have an idea where to find the data, for which in turn we'll have to know what that data is about. That's your job to find out. How's that cheat going that I sent you? I'm making progress, but I'm not sure I have all the information I need. Okay. If I drag Saito in it and he tells anyone, I'll lose my job. I'll probably go to prison. Throw me a bone. I need to know she'll be fine if I do this. You keep saying that, but isn't it really? You have zero control over what happens? If you can do something, please tell me. It isn't all the same to you if she lives or dies. Do what I say and she'll live, okay? What if things go south? If Saito won't help me? If we don't have the right folder? You keep dodging the question. Tell me human life has some value to you. You would end at some point anyway. Oh, give me a break. Everything is so easy if nothing means anything. Look, like you care about human life. What do you think would happen if you left more to us? Was I supposed to put my daughter in harm's way instead? Whatever. Your badge and gun betray you. You're a murderer like me. You're wrong about that. There's only one person whose death I'm directly responsible for. You know what? It fucks me up. It's been years and it still fucks me up. That's so. I was chasing down a perp in a car, lost control and crashed into a building. The woman inside was dead on the spot. so quickly that she couldn't feel any pain or fear. That's what they said to me. And they didn't put you away for it? No, they didn't. Look, most people are garbage. There's a good chance the world is better off without her. You trying to console me? No, just statistical fact. Wouldn't you agree that the world would be better off without most people in it? Human life has inherent value. And a bad person can always change. Alright. Let's see. Peter Pet. I'd pet him. He's a good boy.
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
Alright. Well, I think that'll be that for tonight. Thank you all for being with me on this. It's always a really fun thing to do. And I will see you next week. Okay. Let's